you wear a top which comes down, past the middle point of your thigh, so that when you bend and you do these things, at least that area is covered. That's basic requirement. Furthermore, it shouldn't go below your ankles. Right? What you're wearing should be above your ankles. Your garment should not hang, for men, below their ankles. And the garment that you're wearing should not be one that is known to the kuffar. This is their dress. Well known, the kafirs wear it. We Muslims should be distinguished. And this is where we spoke about the issue of wearing a cap. This is one of the things that help to distinguish the Muslim in a society of non-Muslims. Because if you're walking the streets and really nobody has any idea of what you are, you could be a Hindu or a Buddhist or anybody, then you are not fulfilling the Islamic dress code. The Islamic dress code is that you be distinguished. Of course, growing the beard is a part of the Islamic dress code. It's compulsory to grow the beard. To shave it is haram. I know some people say it's sunnah to grow it. Yes, it's sunnah, but it is wajib sunnah. There are certain aspects of sunnah which is compulsory, and it is amongst them. Pardon?
Yeah, he was also talking about things that like khamis and make you a target. Is that any problem? Like
a what?
Like Islamic dress, like a cap and galabiya or khamis. If you dress like that, if you are afraid they're going to make you a target for the non-Muslims.
Okay, if you're in a situation where for you to dress, for example, as I dress, means that you're going to be subject to attack, right? Then you are in Darul Harb and it's time to get out. That's what it means. If you cannot practice your Islam, I mean just be a normal Muslim, right? Because you're going to come under attack by the society, then it means you shouldn't be there. You need to get out. For you to say, well, no, I'm going to hide my Islam and just stay. Why are you staying? You have to question yourself, why are you staying? Is it because life here is so comfortable? Then what is our goal? The akhirah or is it the dunya? It's become the dunya. No, the aura is between the navel and the knee. The navel is not itself a point of aura, nor is the knee itself aura. But what is between them? What is below the navel? What is above the knee? No, the aura should be covered all the time in the presence of anybody except for your wife or, very close family members, as long as it's just the lesser aura. Question here. Brother, there's an issue that is not clear, and I was wondering if you could clear of the issue about the direction of the Qibla in Jamaica. The direction of the Qibla in Jamaica. Yeah, somebody asked me. Yeah. I guess you mentioned that I changed the Qibla whilst I was in Jamaica, something like that effect. Well, I don't know about changing any Qibla in Jamaica, but the issue of the Qibla, which I clarified there, was that we are required to pray in the direction of the Qibla, the general direction of the Qibla. We are not required to face the Qibla right on if we don't see it. The time when we see the Kaaba, when we're in Mecca, there's the Kaaba in front of us. To pray in another direction, the prayer is no longer acceptable. But if you can't see the Kaaba and you pray in the general direction, that's all that is required of you. So, for example, if you went and you build your masjid, you set it up, in a direction which you based on your compasses, you got the general direction of the Kaaba here, you got an idea, it's about that direction. And then you built your masjid on the basis of it. So you're maximizing the space of the masjid. Then somebody comes along with a new compass. And they say, well, no, brother, we checked it here. You're off by 3 degrees. It should be 3 degrees. So now we're going to redraw lines, and you can't make a full front line anymore. And I told the brothers, you don't need to do this. Because after this person has got you to do this, along comes somebody else and says, oh, brother, it is another 2 more degrees. And you're redrawing the lines again, you know. There's no end to it. The reality is that no matter how good a compass you get, you will not be able to get right on the Kaaba. You know, you're 10,000 miles away. And believe me, if you're off by 0.0001 of a degree, you miss the Kaaba by miles. Okay? So you really don't need to get into all of that. It's just the general direction. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ said to the people of Medina, right? For them, the Kaaba was south. He said, what is between the east and the west, that is 180 degrees, is your Qibla. As long as you're praying south, you're in the Qibla. Enough. Ad-Dinu Yusr. The religion is ease. And that's the point that I made. Because people wanted it. There was a master, I think, in Albany. They had built it, they'd made the calculation, somebody came along and told them. And so they were twisting, and I said, you didn't need to do all this. Take it easy. The religion is easy. Okay, this is another issue. The brother's asking about here in North America. There are 2 directions that seem to come up for us. When we lay down the map tells us that we should really be praying southeast. But we hear MSA, people had calculated that it should really be northeast. So which one is it? If we lay that map down, it looks like northeast is not in the right direction. Though technically speaking, as I said, as long as you're praying east, you're okay. So whether you pray southeast or you pray northeast, in fact, it doesn't really matter. But if you want to get technical, okay, you want to get technical, what you do is you get a globe. Get a globe. And then you take a string, stick it where Toronto is, and take that string and put it where Mecca is. And what you'll find is that you will pray northeast from Toronto. Because the flat map that you see is not the true image of the earth. Because the earth is on a globe, and so the continents are twisted. The North America is twisting downwards like this. The Europe is twisting sort of upwards like this. So what happens is that when you actually line it up based on the actual global map, you end up northeast. That is the more accurate calculation. But as I said, in the end, it doesn't really matter. Not worth fighting over. Now you have a group of people, the Habashis, you know, the Ahbash from Lebanon. There's a group, they come in and they jam up people with the same thing. They come into them and say, you're praying in the wrong direction. It's not northeast, it's really east. And they bring the flat map and they show them, oh, you're lost. That prayer is not accepted. And playing on people's ignorance. Further question? سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك